Welcome boys and girls, Costin here with Legends of the Third Age mod for Battle for Middle-earth 1. I think it's a really good game and I think it's really worth checking out. Getting it is complicated in this day and age, but there are ways of acquiring it online right now. I mean, you can buy copies on eBay if you so desire. Personally, I've had my copy for a very long time because I used to play this game back in the day. I can do a guide for anyone that's interested, but there's already guides already tied to the Legends of Third Age mod that's available on ModDB. Downloading the mod takes a while. But anyway, let's get started, and I'm going to keep this very clear and straightforward and very simple because that's just how some of the best things are done.
Mordor is the land of the Dark Lord Sauron. He has dominion over this bleak and wasted landscape and all who enter it. Sauron wages war with all of Middle-earth. He must be stopped, or all shall fall into darkness. The hobbit Frodo Baggins now bears the ring, guarded by a fellowship drawn from all the free peoples of Middle-earth. The One Ring must be returned to Mount Doom and destroyed in the very fires of its creation.
Alright, so we are going to enter the Mines of Moria.
The Mines of Moria. Once proud city of the dwarves, its ruined halls are now infested with vile goblins.
Alright, so here we are in Moria. I'm going to skip the cinematic. I mean, after all, it's an old game, and I'm not here necessarily to show it up.
A mine. A mine!
This is no mine. It is a tomb.
We have but one choice. We must face the darkness of Moria.
We should never have come here.
Okay, so I'm going to take everyone but Aragorn, put him in group 2. Why Aragorn? Because Aragorn needs to get experience in a different way. He's actually the most important with the whole Oathbreaker thing, but there are certain relics over here on this map that give you an extra level. Alright, so we are going to, now that that's sorted out, we're going to get Gandalf back and send Aragorn in.
Goblins are close.
That's always the balance point that you need to hold. I'm going to put all of the hobbits in group 3. Because they're sturdy little bastards. Group 2 is going to be... Okay, group 1 is... Okay, and then we select all the fellowship. We're just gonna go very efficiently over here very quickly. And now we're going to level... I think Gimli would be a good choice, but I'm not entirely certain. Now, the way this mission works is you can use these relics to level up to level 3. But you can't go beyond level 3. So we got them all to level 2. Once you level up in a mission once, the leveling process stops. So right now we're just going to take all of them, move forward, and we are just going to start getting some experience. And yeah, just make sure the hobbits are getting there. Just use them for range purposes right there. Come on, don't do that. We're going to also, since we're at this particular point, we're going to get the healing ability. Okay, and now we target that troll. The way we deal with that troll is we use both Gimli's and Legolas's shots. And then we pull back Legolas and the hobbits and let Boromir claim the kill.
It is too much! Get them! Die, miserable creature!
Good. And now we send Gimli, or rather we send Boromir.
To your death, beast!
Now, who do I give that to? Because I need to give it to someone, and someone needs to get it. Well, the problem is every single person over here is already close enough level. Boromir does not need a certain level right here. We're just going to heal with Aragorn in this particular case, so we can get Boromir up to speed. And now we just take Boromir, Legolas, and the hobbits and move forward them. We move forward with everyone. We just keep Aragorn and Gandalf, we move them in group 1. And we level up everyone else. The important thing to do here is to try and ensure everyone gets to a higher level. Just make sure they get pulled back. It's kind of an important thing to also switch hobbits in melee sometimes. Get Boromir out of there because he's going to take a lot of damage otherwise, so he needs to get some healing done. Alright, make sure we get Pippin out of there. We get Elven Gifts. Alright, so that's how you sort that out. We get Boromir to move forward.
Hit them hard!
And then we let Legolas get some experience here, because Boromir is just about to level up. We get this sorted out. We also use Gimli right here to sort of now, the way the mod works, it does grant certain extra abilities. Okay, we're gonna use the hobbits to deal with this. Who are we gonna level up with over here? That's a good question.
I shall take you now.
Pull back Legolas, he's gonna have plenty of opportunities.
Look,
No.
They will not take the ring.
Okay, so we got that sorted out. We could level up Gandalf. That obviously is a thing. We don't need to level up Legolas simply because of the nature of Legolas. He's always going to level up the most naturally. We don't need to level up the hobbits because they're the ones we need to level up the least. So we could do Gandalf, but I'm going to do... Let's go with Boromir, and the reason I'm going to go with Boromir is because getting him to a higher rank. Like, Gimli always has this AoE ability, so that gives him the ability of leveling up faster than many people because he can do that AoE attack. Problem with Boromir is the fact that he levels up slowly. Now, in this point, since we are going to be at the stage where we're just going to face a huge level of enemies right here, it's always a good idea, save the game at this particular point, and I'm going to take a very quick break and continue after that. Alright, so Rohan loading screen. Well, Gondor will light the beacons, Rohan will answer. Okay, let's get to it. Here's what I'm going to do. It's always annoying when you do start that game, that this does happen. Anyway, let's see the cinematic over here.
Here lies Balin, son of Fundin, Lord of Moria. He is dead then.
We must move. We cannot linger. Goblins.
They are coming.
Alright, so we got that sorted out. We're going to use the Horn of Gondor once the next wave of goblins come in. And we're going to do Wizard Blast. We gotta protect the hobbits though. Right, we took a bit of damage.
Watch out! They have a counter this evil.
Make sure we use those abilities right there. Get Gandalf out, because while he is powerful, he does sometimes need to pull back. We still have that heal available. Alright, so now I am just going to save over here. Quick save, just do it very quickly, very simply. Alright, so there's the waves. The hobbits are a bit exposed right now, but that's fine. We're gonna send Gimli.
Trolls! Oh, this is more like
Oh shit.
wild creature.
And there's this.
Look out! Angry dwarf is a deadly foe. The enemy is upon us.
switch Legolas. Alright, we got all of them leveled up except Mary, so Mary's gonna be the one. Now at this point we save again, because we override the save file in order to progress, have that situation sorted out. Okay. We still have Boromir. Low HP, no problem.
Here they come! 46! 47! Have you beat now, eh?
Alright, Mary leveled up.
Sure doesn't like this.
Alright, use Sam as bait.
For Mr. Frodo! Take that!
Then we want to try and get to level 3.
Drive them back! To arms!
Too long. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can.
Quickly now! Run!
Okay, who do I want to try and level up to level 3? Because this is the decision-making process.
A Balrog of Mordor, a demon of the ancient world. Run!
Alright, let's get him. Like, Legolas is gonna stay a bit lower level, but as you can see, we can get all the fellowship to a high enough level. At least if we get Pippin. Pippin always arrives last, so I'm just gonna override save working correctly at this point, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be a bit of a problem and I'll have to do this entire mission all again. Alright, so microphone is working correctly. Let's just get to it then. Pippin may not get level 3 right here. I don't really care.
Don't fall behind!
Okay, Legolas is going to deal with those guys. I get to deal with the rest of them. Actually, we can use Pippin over here and use Gimli. There we go.
War is upon us! Watch out! Here's a blade of Elendil!
Alright, doing a bit of AoE. There's some units over there. And now we use the Fellowship right here and we fight the Balrog using Gandalf. Not a problem, an issue.
The exit is
Just a
inside.
lot of stuff to do.
A Balrog! I cannot protect you! Swords are no more use! Run! I come!
Alright, just gonna wait for the cooldown to be done over here.
I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor.
Okay, get them to the bridge.
You have no place in this world. The dark fire will not avail. Back to the darkness! Balrog of Moria is no more.
With the Balrog defeated, the Fellowship continued their perilous.
Yeah, it's a bit weird with the mod sometimes, but regardless, we got everyone to level 3, we got through the Fellowship, we got all of the powers, I believe we did, or did I miss something? Anyway, it doesn't matter, so everyone's level 3, that's exactly kind of the balance point you want to reach. Everyone levels up, you do just well enough.
As the shadow of Sauron moves across the land, Lord Eomer and his horsemen must defend the villages of Rohan.
Alright, so what's gonna happen here next is you're gonna have all of these missions in Rohan. We're going to do those in a bit, but we do have Lothlorien as Act 3. So I'm just going to show you a bit over here as a starting point for Rohan. Let's go into the middle of Rohan just so I can showcase
Rohan
it.
lies at the center of Middle-earth. These horselands have long been the site of war and conflict, but its people now seek peace and freedom.
Okay.
We must be prepared for war. Everyone able should stand ready to defend Rohan.
All right, so we're gonna get draft.
Work that trouble our king and plague these lands. Keep a watchful eye.
Now, here's what we're going to do.
Men of the Riddermark.
It depends, of course, on the mod itself in question, but let's just get.
Join you in your fight against these creatures.
Yep. Let's start moving over here.
We ride.
There they are. What should we do?
Riders of Rohan. Ride. Prepare for battle. Let us hunt some
Now, this
more.
mission is going to take a bit of time.
Strike them down.
Enemies of Rohan.
All together, man.
Rohan doesn't move slow.
Go with haste.
That's for certain.
Arm yourselves.
Let us hunt some more.
The farm is
Keep
ready.
these lands safe.
Our enemy has
Rohirrim.
claimed these lands.
We ride. Set forth.
Okay.
We ride.
The enemy.
Quick cover, men!
Keep these lands safe.
These abominations must
Attack.
be destroyed. Be on guard.
Now is the hour. Reclaim this land for the king.
Not let them forward. Gather your weapons. Men of Rohan. Let's go now.
Cover, men!
Onward. All together, man.
Keep them back.
Rohan must stand. We ride.
All right. And now we are going to, since it's going to be a fast mission anyway, let's get the thing done over here.
Riders can use these new stables.
What we got? Now, I'm not going to bother too much with the army itself, because the army is not necessarily the most relevant thing. We can improve the building.
Let us hunt some orc.
Let's see over here, what are the objectives? Yeah, garrison the towers with yeoman archers.
Yeah!
You can waste a significant amount of time here doing these kind of objectives, but it's not really that important over here.
We are called to gather your weapons. Pick up our boats. Gather your weapons. Keep them at a distance.
They're under attack!
Prepare for battle.
We're attacking!
Stay sharp.
Okay.
Men of Rohan. Fire into their hearts. Riders of the mark. Stay sharp. Right forth. Ride out.
Alright, let's get Elmer so we can deal with that situation.
Riders of the mark.
And then we can defeat them. It is a bit important to try and sort this out, by the way.
A darkness covers our land.
Be on guard.
The enemy's upon us!
Ride for Rohan.
Prepare for battle. Go with haste.
Archers of Rohan.
A darkness covers our
Be on
land.
guard. Onward.
There is an outpost over there. We're going to just
To
claim
Lord
it.
and
Be
land.
on guard. Archers of Rohan. Men of Rohan. Rohan ready. Full strength.
Rohirrim, fall back.
Have attack!
Ready your bows. With swords and shields, we shall win this day. Again, we are called to war.
The enemy is upon us!
Into their hearts. Fall back.
Prepare for battle.
Be vigilant, yeomen.
Okay.
Hold your fire.
Now is the hour.
Men of Rohan. Right forth.
We must defend our country. Lenders of the mark!
Keep them away! We have attack! Again! 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 Stay together!
Arm yourselves with sword and shield!
We must defend our country. Here! We ride! Set forth! Set forth! Attack for the glory of Rohan! Be on guard! Let us hunt some orc!
We'll do everything we
Men
can!
of the Riddermark! Our people will need us!
Okay.
Rohirrim ready here!
We use the Rohirrim right here.
Men of Rohan! Back men of Rohan! Stay sharp! The darkness covers our lands.
And yeah, we just go clear things out right here with this situation. That's it for a moment. Costin signing out.